Welcome to Marcia's Happy Mail sharing. So today I had a wonderful day, and yesterday I had a wonderful day, and I think the day before that I had a wonderful day. And I'm going to share with you all of the things that made those days so wonderful. So first and foremost is I went today and decided that it was a beautiful fall day here in Florida, and I wanted to get out of the house with my husband because he was home from work today, and let's go do some garage sales. So that's what we did. And I said, you know, it's such a beautiful weather, I am certain that we're going to find garage sales. And we did. There was no rain, and it was so wonderful. So this is what I picked up from, let's see, one of 3 garage sales that we went to. And I was asking, my husband was asking, and I was asking, do you have any craft supplies, any jewelry, anything like that? And so finally, when we got to the 3rd garage sale, then the lady says, well, I really don't have any crafting things, but I do have some jewelry. And I said, you know what? So I said, let me take a look. So I went through, and lo and behold, if I didn't find some things that I could use as charms. And one of my listings is for the snippet roll, and I've showed you here on my channel me making it, and then I have this as a kit in my shop. Isn't it adorable? Look at all the yummy cute charms and buttons and yo-yos and the little butterfly embellishments that you get to fussy cut out yourself. And so I am so excited that people are loving and they are finding me, and that I'm attracting all these like-minded people to my shop. It's just so wonderful. So I have a snippet roll order and a one of my pink and purple slow stitch kits that has the butterfly and lots of beautiful embellishments in that. You can check that out. And then I also am working on an order for one of my little beautiful journals you've seen me making here on my channel. So this is the base of it. I get a pre-made journal because I used to make it myself, but it was so hard on my hands to cut all those papers and the cover and to staple it. And someone ordered, a friend of mine, 75 little journals. That's what I said. Okay, I can't keep doing this. I've got to get a pre-made. So I use the pre-made journal, and then I just decorate it, and they turn out so beautifully. And I have them listed as to give you an idea to use them as a scripture journal. So then we needed to go to the grocery store, and in the same plaza is a Dollar Tree. Yes, and I know I have not said favorable things about my opinion of Dollar Tree's quality of items of late. Now, years ago, I used to like Dollar Tree a whole lot, and I don't know if it's maybe just the ones here in our town, but they've really gone downhill horribly. Even the nice big one that they put in on this one corner is just, to me, okay. But, so today I was like, okay, well, my husband went into the store. I said, let me pop into the Dollar Tree. I have not been in the Dollar Tree for months. And so I found, lo and behold, these adorable little wood butterfly shapes. These are perfect, and I'm going to include one of these in the snippet roll set. I thought that would be really cute. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. So this customer, she doesn't even know that she's going to be receiving one of these. But if you're watching, and then you order this out of my shop, then you'll know that you're going to be getting one of these in with your order. So this to me was a really good find there. I mean, I thought it was like exceptional because I love these little laser cut wood pieces. So that's going to go in here. So she's going to be really excited. And you can sew it. It's almost like a button to me, is what, because it has the 2 little holes there. So that's what I thought, oh, these are cute. It doesn't say wooden buttons, just wooden shapes. But I looked at it like it was a wooden button. So it was like, yes, that is a keeper. So Dollar Tree came up by 1/2 of a point today in that regard. And then they came up another half a point because they had staples. And I have needed staples for my stapler for I don't even know how long, probably a good year, maybe 6 months to a year. And I was going to order them off of Amazon, but hey, for $1.25, I don't even know what I'd pay on Amazon. 5,000 staples. So, and I hope to goodness they're not the little tiny ones, because I haven't, when I looked at it, I thought when I opened it up that it was the standard size. So we'll see. I do have a small stapler, so it'll work on either one. And then they had this cute little Aleene's Tacky Glue 3-ounce bottle. I loved it. I said, okay, I love Aleene's Tacky Glue. I love the fact that it's got this little itty-bitty bottle. And I'm always, you know, I like to refill my 16-ounce, but I said, you know, this would be nice to have this little one. So I said, okay. So that actually gave my opinion of Dollar Tree a 1.5 upgrade. So I am very happy with my trip and visit to the Dollar Tree today. And so now let me just go through here real quick and show you what I found that I am going to use. So these cute little leaves, I'm going to curl and snip this off and curl it into a little hoop here so that that can be used as a charm. And then there was these really pretty, oh, there's a bunny in there. I didn't realize they'd put a bunny's head in there. Leaf charms. So I had already cut one off and put that in. And then there's these really cute heart dangle earrings. And then all I did was I just cut it with my jewelry wire metal cutters right here so that I kept the little loop on it. And then I toss the little heart. And then there's a cute little heart charm. And yeah. Then these little, okay, these are not really charms. You could think of them as like a bead charm. So I'm going to cut this off here, and then I will have a whole set of beads, and I'm thinking these would be really cute. A junk journal tassel. So that was really, and it was a really nice find. And then in amongst that was this beautiful, cute little bow that she threw in, because I kept finding things. And then these cute hummingbird, they're not charms, they're tie claps. You know what I'm saying. Tie clips. What do they call, are they called tie clips? Anyway, aren't those pretty? Look at how pretty those are. And then there was this really pretty brass butterfly bookmark. So I'm going to clean this up. And so I got all of that today for $2. This was mine. This was looking through to see if there was anything else that I missed. But this here was so cute. And the little butterfly bookmark. And then these hummingbirds, I'm going to clean them up a little bit. And I think these would be really pretty to use on a junk journal cover. And you could just, you know, easily on a fabric cover, I think would look really cute. And then this I thought would be really cute too. But look at how nice this is. I love all the little rhinestones. Really, really cute. Now, next is I wanted to show you my daughter's, what she brought me back. Leave that over there. From Maine. So they went to Bar Harbor and Portland, Maine. So she went to this cute little bookstore called Sherman's Maine Coast Book Shops since 1886, I'm assuming, in Maine. Maine's oldest bookstore. I don't know if this was in Portland or in Bar Harbor. And then she brought me a postcard from the Acadia National Park, and this trail is actually there in the park, and she sent me pictures of that. I'll post pictures at the end of this video so that you can see how beautiful the landscape is there. Absolutely gorgeous. And then these are artist watercolor cards, and Kilham Designs, Rockport, Maine. and they're distributed by a company out of New Hampshire, and you can check out her website. But a set of 8, aren't these pretty? Oh, I love this, and this is just exactly what you would see from different spots there in Bar Harbor, but all up the Maine coastline. And I've just now started embracing reading fiction-based books, a few nonfiction biographies, but I have really not been an avid fiction reader since school age, and only because we had to as a requirement. Mine has all been cookbooks, craft books, sewing books, you know, that kind of a thing. Spiritual, my Bible, you know, any kind of a theocratic literature. And so, but I read When Calls the Heart. I did not realize there was a whole series called Canadian West. I think there's 6 books under that. And so this When Calls the Heart series on Hallmark was taken from Jeanette Oakes, all that series. And then, of course, Love Comes Softly, there's that whole series of that I forget who did that one. I think it was Michael Landon Jr.'s son. Or Michael Landon's son, Michael Landon Jr. So anyway, so she got me this book. This is an author from Maine. This is the lady here, Jan Gilly. And so it's a cute little story, light on Jib Island, which is actually there in Maine. And it's only, let me see how many pages. Yeah, 167 pages, whereas When Calls the Heart was like 220. And so I finished the other one, so I traded that with my daughter. So her and I are going to start our own book exchange, and I thought that was such a fun idea. So then I told her, I said, well, I just ordered the whole Canadian West series off of, I think, Thrift Books, and I'm due those to arrive November 4th. So I told her, well, I will finish the next one in the series, and then when she finishes that one, just keep it, because I didn't realize I was going to be actually getting When Calls the Heart in the new series that I had ordered. And it was such a good deal. I mean, I think 6 books for like 10 something, and then a few bucks for shipping. I was like, wow, you can't beat that. And they're all in good condition, you know, used books. So her and I, like I said, we're going to have a book exchange, and possibly with her mother-in-law, my son-in-law's mom. And she likes to read books. And then another friend of ours who likes to read books. So I'm thinking I'm going to ask her, would she like to do the book exchange with us? And then I was thinking, you know, if I really get into this, I told my daughter, this could really be dangerous. Because I have seen books like the ones that I am getting attached to. Jane Austen series, now the Jeanette Oak. I wouldn't purchase the Love Comes Softly because I've seen the movie. I mean, I know they deviate from what's really in the book. But it was a lot of violence in those, and I really don't care for that. But anywho, they have some beautiful covers that are the hard cover that are just gorgeous decorated. And I thought, I know my daughter said she thinks those are in the UK, but I'm going to look and see, do they have them here in the United States? And if they do, then I'm going to decide which ones, you know, as a special treat, like once a year. I like to splurge on something when it's our anniversary, and my husband's like, you know, what do you want to get? And I think of something. So I might start doing that. I'll have to see, but I want to have a really nice spot in my living room in the bookcase for now my new love for books and the book collection. So I will let you know how this book turns out, and but it's very, very charming little story. Just look it up online yourself, Light on Jib Island. And then, now this is all exciting. So remember when I told you in the last video about the mailing issue between Canada and the U.S.? Well, they got that all resolved. And guess what? Lo and behold, if I did not receive the the number 6 issue of Daphne's Diary magazine. So I am super duper excited. But I'm still going to stick with the giveaway for October the way I had announced it. And so the Daphne's Diary Junk Journal that I will be making from this issue will be for the November giveaway. And then I will do a whole flip through of the magazine. And it does not have as many beautiful decorative borders as the number 4. And number 5 is floating around out there, supposed to be coming to me. This is the second time that they've mailed it to me. The first time they mailed it with 4, it never showed up. This time they claim they mailed 4, 5, and 6. I only got 6. I don't know what the guy was talking about. But anyway, I said, you know what? I'm done trying to explain everything to them and say, you know, okay, are you sure about that? Because, and they're like, oh, if you get the other ones, just give them to a friend. And I'm like, okay. So, I mean, it's just like, oh my goodness, the mail, it just really messed it up. But I will give you the little sneak peek on the front cover. Is so pretty. I love it. The little zipper there, that kind of reminded me of something I had made, oh, as a tea party gift for my friends a few years back that had a zipper on it. I thought, oh, you know what? I need to do another craft with a zipper on it. So I will be doing that. So this is just a short and sweet little video. I just wanted to show you all of these Happy Mail things and my daughter's adventures to Maine. So I hope you will enjoy looking at the pictures that I'm going to be posting. And I am going to go sit on the couch and after I eat my dinner tonight, and I am going to start with chapter 1 of Light on Jib Island. So thank you for being here with me, and stay safe. Keep creating in the sunshine. If you would like to enter my October giveaway or any future giveaway, then read the description below. I'm changing things up a little bit because I really want to get my new Sunshine Stitch times letter club off the ground and going. And so that's going to be a requirement now for getting in my giveaways, but that won't start until November. So you are still getting in under the wire for October, but all the other rules are the same. Subscribe to my channel, join my Sunshine Makers Club mailing list, comment on my videos, and reply to the email letting me know that you are, you know, excited about the giveaway. Thank you to the last lady, I can't remember her name right now, who commented, and she was all excited about joining and getting in the giveaway. So I posted the link for my mailing list, and then I will also be posting the link for the Sunshine Stitch Times, I know it's a tongue twister, Sunshine Stitch Times Letter Club, also in the description, so that you can get in on the November giveaway. All right, so, and each one of those Happy Mails is going to be filled with so many exciting, fun things that I know everyone, whether you're slow stitching or paper crafting, junk journaling, you're absolutely going to love. All right, so thank you again. Keep creating in the sunshine, one stitch at a time, and I will see you in the next video on Wednesday for our 12-week series with my friend Linda Coker. All right, bye-bye.